Hello, guys, it's me, Steve Oludare, and you will not believe what I'm about to do. This is a full transparency video that will reveal to you beforehand what you will get when you jump on board the Play Piano by Ear Easy Beginners course. This is not a sneak preview, it's not a course overview, but a full disclosure from A to Z of the course content. So if you're wondering at this stage what exactly the course contains, or if you're thinking of making a purchase, but you're not sure what you will get, well, I'm here to reveal to you with full transparency what's inside the course. I mean, what usually happens at this stage is that you make a purchase first, and then you find out what's in the course afterwards. Or at best, you get a brief preview into what the course is about, or get a general overview. I personally have not seen where you get to look into the whole course content before you decide to make a purchase. And that's why I've decided to make this video so that you know exactly what you're getting from start to finish. It's just literally opening the lid, showing you what's inside, and you see if it's the right fit for you so you can make the right decisions. Don't forget that you can log in from any device as well, your computer, your tablet, or your mobile phones, and keep learning while you're on the move. One thing to note is that when you buy this course, you have access to it forever. You can log in and log out anytime you wish. It's all self-paced, and you can take as long as you wish to complete it. Also, this is not a drip-fed kind of course where you'd have to wait a week before another module is released, and you wait another week, and so on. Here, you get everything immediately, and you can use your own pace to go through the videos. It's entirely up to you to fit the program around your job, family, to make it work for you. Or you can just go all in and complete it in one stretch. It's entirely up to you. If for any reason at all, you're not satisfied with the course, or you just feel it's not the right fit for you, you don't even need to give a reason. You can ask for your money back with our 30-day money-back guarantee that comes with the course. So that's just another extra layer of buyer's confidence for you when you make a purchase. So without wasting any more of your time, let's jump right in. So this dashboard contains the list of your modules, which we will touch on one by one. And inside the modules are the lessons, which are the actual video tutorials. When you click the Start Course button here, you're taken to the very first lesson in the very first module. One thing that jumps right to you when you click a lesson is the clear 4K video with colorful, easy to follow high quality annotations on the screen. You can pause the video, skip to a particular section, adjust the volume, slow or increase the speed if you want to go through it faster. Just totally your choice, all to your convenience. You can also decide not to watch a lesson or watch it halfway or skip to the next lesson or a particular lesson or module. You're in total control. This search button here helps you to search for a particular keyword, and it will bring it up rather than you going through the list of lessons trying to find it. Just use the search button, type it in the search bar, and it will bring it up. So there are about 65 lessons split into about 20 modules. And I use the word about because the numbers change. It never decreases. It's either I add a new lesson or a module, or swap a particular module or a lesson with a new and updated version. And this is another perk that you would get when you join the course. Once you're in, you'll never pay for any additions or updates or new features or new videos. Everything will be totally free for you. Now, each lesson has about an average of 4 5-minute videos. Some go up to about 8, 10, maybe a couple of 12 or 15-minute videos. And this has been done on purpose as the sweet spot for the best learning experience, because people's attention span has greatly reduced over the ages, and 4 5-minute videos on average produce the best results for learning and assimilation. And that's my main priority and area of focus, to make sure you get the best results, not just produce something with 100 hours of video lessons and tons of materials that you as a beginner pianist will get inundated by and never watch anyway. I mean, the whole point of some courses having that much content is to advertise it as that. But the question is, what would a beginner get from watching many long videos and tons of materials? Not much value at all, in my opinion. And that's why I designed the videos here short and sweet, to the point, fun and practical. Alongside with the coaching sessions, that's the best to get value. Let's look at each modules and the lessons in them. So it starts with this choosing your keyboard video right here, which assumes you don't have any piano or keyboard and shows you the different types like the upright, the grand, the digitals, and small keyboards, and advises you on what you should get based on your personal circumstances. Knowing your keyboard takes you through the actual keys on the piano, how they're laid out, how you can differentiate them. For example, there are the white keys and the black keys, and what are they called? Why are they in the positions that they are in? What's the best and quickest technique to identify them and know which keys are which? This is very important as it's really the foundation of your learning. I mean, if you get this right, then you are on to a very great start. So let's take a look at the numbering your finger lesson. So the lesson explains the methods you use to number your fingers in your left hand and in your right hand to play each key. In other words, which finger plays which key in the easiest and most efficient path to learning your favorite songs. We cover scales extensively as well in all keys, as this is the building blocks of chords, which are the building blocks of chord progressions, which are the building blocks of all songs on the planet. All songs on the planet. So moving on to chromatic scales. These are type of scales that build your dexterity. They're heard in mostly jazz songs. Yes, you heard right. You will be learning skills that with regular 15 to 20 minute practice will give you the skills to be able to play popular jazz songs by ear. I've got no doubt about that happening. 15 to 20 minutes practice, you will achieve that. That's my aim, and you will achieve that with me. The course, the coaching sessions, and you practice 15 to 20 minutes every day, you'll play jazz piano by ear. So this is similar with the pentatonic scales as well, mostly heard in jazz solos. Again, with practice, you will be equipped with the skills to play not only jazz songs, but many songs that have pentatonic scales in them. You've heard them before, but you don't know they're called pentatonic. It's that sweet runs that you hear when an advanced pianist is soloing in jazz pieces. I'm going to teach you how you hear them and play them. Now, if you do not learn anything from this course and you learn chords, you've achieved a lot, as chords are the most important aspect in piano playing, in my opinion. This program covers all chords you can think of, from minor and major chords, the major sevens, minor sevens, diminished, augmented, and so on. It not only shows you the chords, but demonstrates how you play them with the correct fingers, the context to which you choose to play each chords, and the real-life applications to songs, and so on. Now remember that at any point in time that you're having difficulties or you want to get some clarification or ask a question, you have the ability to leave a comment below the lesson you wish to be explained to you. Or you also have a choice to write all your questions down and save it for the coaching Q&A calls where you can ask me directly. You're with your piano, I'm with my piano, and we can both go through your queries live and direct. I'll be touching more on the coaching aspect right after I explain the course, so stay with me. Inversions are also chords, but they are the exact same chords, which the notes have been rearranged differently to give it a totally different color. You'll hear great players play a C major chord, but use inversions and it sounds so much better and jazzed up. In this lesson, I'm going to teach you how you can apply inversions and make your playing sound like theirs. We cover arpeggios, which are also known as broken chords. Not just covering, but we are actually demonstrating the context to which you can apply them. So don't forget, with all what we're learning so far, we're not just learning different stuff for the sake of it. We're acquiring skills and knowledge to be able to identify them when you hear them in a song and have the skills to replicate them in your piano playing with no sheets, just listening and playing. Also, being able to improvise and make it your own. That's exactly what this program helps you achieve. Now we're getting right into the meat of the course. Chord progressions. So these are a combination of different chords. Remember, you would have learned chords in earlier modules. Now you're taking those chords and using different combinations, which is also known as progressions. And you're using those progressions to form a harmony to go with the melody. And trust me, you've heard these harmonies or, chord progressions. Let's call them chord progressions because they are present in all your favorite songs. I'm talking about your favorite gospel, jazz, pop, any genre at all. They're all made up of chord progressions. And once you develop your ears to be able to identify them, then you'd play them easily. For example, you hear a 1 5 6 4 progression, that's the name of a chord progression, which you might have learned already in the course. And then you learn to identify them, and you now hear that in a song. You immediately go, that's a 1 5 6 4. And you get on your piano and you play it with the correct chords, which you've also learned to identify earlier modules. And you realize you're actually playing your favorite songs on the piano. I mean, it doesn't get simpler than this. Playing piano by ear is not an innate ability or something you have to be born with, or you have to be some sort of a genius to accomplish it. Anyone, including a total beginner, including you, can learn to play piano by ear with the correct learning, guidance, and hand holding. Also, these chord progression lessons have been accompanied with some of your favorite songs as examples. So you'll be able to practice the progressions and hear how they sound in those songs. So you're learning chord progressions and you're actually learning your favorite songs at the same time too. How cool is that? Anyway, let's move on. So now that you've learned all the different chords, chord extensions is when you take that chord and you flavor it by adding a few more notes. You'd notice when you hear advanced or professional pianists play, even if it's a simple song they're playing or even a nursery rhyme, their chords sound so sweet and different. It just sounds so nice and professional. If you're wondering why, it's because they've learned to add these extensions to their chords, and you will learn exactly how they do it in this module. Song endings. This is one of my favorite. This is like the icing on the cake of your playing. Honestly, it's real gold here. When an advanced player is playing or performing, what do you think gets the loudest applause or ovation? It's their song ending. The way a piano player ends his performance sets them apart by miles, trust me. And if you can master the techniques and different ways to end your songs, then you're already setting yourself apart to be a great performer. Be it in parties or on the public piano, it's always a great feeling when people hear how you end your song and you get that applause. And just so you know, these are all modules that I'm touching on. Each module has many lessons inside them, and it will take forever to go through each one individually. So I'm just, showing you the modules and some of the lessons so you have an idea. You will also learn the tricks you can use to modulate your songs. So modulation is when you change the key you're playing on to another key, usually a higher key, just to give the song a different taste all over again. And when you learn how to modulate smoothly and know the chords you need to play that will link to that next key, you'll turn heads with your playing, even as a beginner. Remember, all it takes is 15 to 20 minutes daily practice, 15 to 20 minutes every day. Accompanying a band. Now imagine you're playing in a band where there's a bass guitarist, a rhythm guitarist, a drummer, a saxophonist, and a singer. You can't play the way you normally play when it's just you. You have to almost totally change the way you play. Otherwise, it will just be a total disaster. This module teaches you the techniques you need to adopt to fit into a band, how you should play, and how you should never play. Performance and dynamics. So this is a very interesting one and one of the unique ones as well. This is where you learn the art side of piano playing. You learn how one person can play a song and another person play the same song with dynamics, and it totally transforms the song. You'll learn how to take a song and make it your own with your performance and dynamics that you apply to it. There are parts of a song where you'd want to go loud or go aggressive or soft and quiet or slow or fast or even completely stop, then continue. This is all part of your performance and your dynamics. You can also call it your showmanship. You'll learn how to do that in this course. It took me some years after I started playing the piano to learn how to use the sustain pedal. And this was because I started playing on keyboards. So I'll just switch on the sustain button if I wanted the sustain effect. Don't forget that I never had any formal training, so real pianos and sustain pedals were literally unknown to me. It was when I started taking piano seriously that I learned to use the pedal properly. You simply can't play some songs if you don't know how to use the sustain pedal properly. It's simply impossible. And here I'll teach you how. The easiest and the simplest path to doing so. Now, after you acquire all the skills, the name of the course is Play Piano by Ear. And this module is called Playing by Ear. So the importance of this module cannot be emphasized enough. This is where you'd use all you've learned to play a song without needing sheets or music scores or any of that. I mean, there are several aspects to playing piano by ear. And the first thing out of anything else you need to do is to know what key the song you want to play is on. If you can develop your skills to be able to identify the keys anytime you hear a song and want to play it, then you've accomplished an important part of playing piano by ear. This is exactly what I'm going to teach you. I'll teach you the skills you need to hear that key and know which one it is and play your song. Another vital step in learning to play by ear is to be able to identify the scale. So you need to know which scale a song is on. Then you'll be able to follow the melody path. For example, is it on a minor scale or a major scale or a major or a minor pentatonic, etc.? There are tricks and ways for you to train your ears to immediately recognize a song scale. And that's exactly what I'm going to teach you in this module. So the same goes for identifying the chords. Would you believe if I told you that you could hear a chord or a series of chords and you could go to your keyboard, identify and play them yourself without being told beforehand what they are or reading the sheets? Yes, even as a total beginner. As long as you've gone through and followed all the simple steps given in this course and practice 15 to 20 minutes daily, like I say, that's exactly what you're setting yourself up to achieve. Another trick I'm going to reveal to you and teach you is using a particular method to split a song into multiple parts before learning it. So this is a very brilliant way to learn to play a song fast if you apply the technique properly, splitting the song into multiple parts. And there are ways for you to do that. So moving on to learning a song. Now, in this module, I use a very popular song that everyone knows to apply all the methods that we've learned in the Play by Ear module to learn it. I also reveal how exactly I can hear a song for the first time and go to the keys, give it a few tries, and that's it. I'm playing the song. I will show you how. Nothing held back. All the secrets will be revealed to you here in this module. Putting it all together. So this is where we take every single lesson, every single module, every single aspect of what we've learned. We take it and we demonstrate how it had been used in several songs that we know and can relate to. So I take a particular skill you learned, say for example, the chromatic scales. Then I play a popular song that you know, which has utilized the chromatic scales. Then it now makes sense when you see all these little bits of lessons you've been learning present in your favorite songs. So you're now able to play those songs because you've dissected all these components in previous lessons and modules that you've been practicing. You can put them together into a song, any song of your choice. See how it works? You start by studying little components that make up a song, and you suddenly start hearing songs in a different way. Don't say I didn't warn you when you start calling out stuff going on in the song. Like you're listening to a song and you go, oh yeah, that's a minor chord. Ah, that's a modulated whole step or yep, that's a ninth extension chord. It happened to me. And the next thing is you just can't wait to get to your piano to play it. If that's your dream, and if you feel this is right for you, click the button below and it will give you all the details you need. If you have any questions, just email me and I will personally respond to you within 24 hours. See you guys soon.